Anthony Smith finds himself on uncharted grounds after suffering a unanimous decision loss to Aleksandar Rakic in the UFC on ESPN Plus 33 main event in Las Vegas. Smith can never really get anything going in this fight over the course of 3 rounds. He gets stung with some big kicks early on and is never really able to get back into it. Rakic essentially cruises to the unanimous decision win, and now Smith on a 2-fight losing skid for the first time in his UFC career. Afterwards, saying he needs to make some big decisions as far as what comes next. He pointed to Rakic's size, his power as being a factor in there, something he really had some difficulty with. He thought the same coming out of his loss to Glover Teixeira before that. So could he go back to 185 potentially? I think that would be a tough cut for him. The reason he moved up to 205 pounds is because he could really not make that weight safely and without putting himself through a absolutely grueling amount during that weight cut to get there. So that may not be the ideal move. I think what he said is the alternative, taking some time off, bulking up in order to really be a 205-pound fighter who has that same frame as everyone else. That's probably the right move for him, and I think some time off is warranted anyways. You can make a very good argument that he came back far too soon for this fight after taking a beating against Glover Teixeira. The next fight will be very, very crucial. He will have to look down once again in the rankings as he did for this fight, and I think a good candidate for him would be Misha Cirkunov. Cirkunov, a guy who's been in this weight class for a while, had some big fights, had some big wins, some big losses. He's coming off a brilliant Peruvian necktie submission of Jimmy Crute back in September and looking for a fight of his own. I think Smith versus Cirkunov would be some good matchmaking. Both guys right now on the lower tier of the top 15, both looking to climb up into that top tier group, especially with John Jones now absent from the light heavyweight division. An interesting clash of styles and a fight Smith could potentially win in order to get off this 2-fight skid.